Earlier today, President Trump vetoed the National Defense Authorization Act, the NDAA, following through on his promise to veto the bill if Congress didn't strip away liability protections for big tech, and also calling the legislation a gift to U.S. adversaries China and Russia. And we're also learning more tonight about the massive SolarWinds cyber hack on multiple federal agencies. Also tonight, the rogue Iranian regime is continuing to fuel violence and stoke tensions across the Middle East, prompting President Trump to tweet earlier today, "Our embassy in Baghdad got hit Sunday by several rockets. 3 rockets failed to launch. Guess where they were from? Iran." Now we hear chatter of additional attacks against Americans in Iraq. Some friendly, healthy advice to Iran. If one American is killed, I will hold Iran responsible. Think it over. Joining me now for insight on all of this, National Security Advisor, Ambassador Robert O'Brien. Ambassador, thank you so much for joining us. I want to go first to Iran. Give us the latest on that situation.
Well, Jason, great to be with you. And by the way, congratulations on your BYU Cougars and their big win last night. I know you were following that the whole season closely. So
yes,
again,
that was good.
Win. So listen, the situation in Iraq is no different than it has been for many, many years. The Iranian regime is trying to drive the United States out of our alliances, out of our partnerships, and our position in the Middle East with our friends and allies there. They're using proxies to do it in Iraq. They're using Kataib Hezbollah and other Shia militia groups. And they've executed attacks against the embassy and other American facilities. And the president made it very clear that if an American is killed, that's a red line for us, and Iran will bear the responsibility for it. And I think he sent a very strong message today. And if I was the Iranians, I would heed that message. He remains the president. He's going to be the president until at least January 20th. And they would be, I think it would be foolish of Iran to test his will on this issue.
I got to move on to the hack or the attack on our federal government via computer. I think there's been a cyber war going on for years. Who was it? Who's responsible? And what can the United States do to fight back on this?
Well, we're undertaking a massive investigation of the incident. It's clearly a sophisticated intelligence operation, and no doubt was done by a state actor, and we'll get around to attribution of that at a time and place of our choosing. We're mitigating the problem, and we're making sure that our networks are safe, and that the malware and the back doors are being closed and thrown out of the systems. And by the way, during this Christmas season, I want to thank the frontline workers in this cyber war, the folks from the FBI, the DNI, NSA, DHS, from my National Security Council team that have literally been working around the clock since this breach was discovered. To keep us safe, to protect our networks, and to expel the malicious software and code that's now in the system. So they're doing a great job while we're celebrating the holidays. They're working 24/7 to keep us safe, and I want to pass on the President's thanks to them and my thanks as well.
Yeah, no, I studied this when I was in Congress, and the United States is constantly under attack, and it's very hard to get the talent that we need in order to protect against those threats. But everything from a guy in a van down by the river to these nation states coming after us. I want to move, though. We got to hit a lot of subjects. The National Defense Authorization Act. The president threatened that he'd veto it, but he actually did it today. Why did he do it? What does he want to see changed in order to get it signed?
Well, the one thing I want to make clear is that when the president took office, he inherited a military that the readiness was the worst in probably in American history, at least since the Second World War. We were out of ammunition. We had the lowest ship count ever. The military had suffered through 8 years of sequestration under the Obama administration. He turned that around and spent over $2.5 trillion rebuilding our military. We now have the greatest fighting force in the world. He's also taken care of our veterans in a way that has never happened before. So the president's been totally committed to a strong national defense, the Ronald Reagan idea of peace through strength. This bill, unfortunately, didn't include the protections that were necessary with Section 230, the Communications Decency Act, which our adversaries are using to promote disinformation on Twitter and Facebook and other social media platforms. We've got to get that reformed to protect the American people. Number two, the president campaigned on ending forever wars, and he's drawn down troops in Afghanistan and Iraq to 2,500 in both places. and we can redeploy those troops to the front lines in Eastern Europe and the Indo-Pacific to protect American interest and protect us from our great power adversaries, the same ones that have had us under attack, cyber and otherwise, for many, many years. And this bill purports to take away his constitutional rights as Commander-in-Chief to deploy our armed forces. And the same goes with Germany, where we want to move troops out of these big fixed bases and put them into frontline positions to deter our adversaries and protect our friends. So it was constitutionally suspect. And lastly, it gets into culture wars that really shouldn't be debated. There may be a legitimate debate there, but they shouldn't be debated, and the military shouldn't be held hostage with the NDAA. So the president didn't think it was the right bill to sign at this time. He wants a strong defense. He's just submitted a 355-ship Navy shipbuilding plan that's terrific and is paid for many, many years, in part because we're drawing down and ending and wrapping up some of these forever wars. So he's got a great record on defense. He's proud of it, and he wants a clean bill to come back from the Congress as soon as possible, one that he can sign.
Yeah, listen, nobody will cheer him on more than myself in terms of bringing our troops home from these endless wars. We ought to celebrate bringing our troops home. It's amazing to me how many people just want them to stay there in perpetuity. I think the president is listening to the American people and wants to bring those troops home and needs the flexibility as the president to do so. I got to end, though, on China. Donald Trump has done more, from my vantage point, to push back and highlight China and look at what they're doing on so many fronts. Walk us through what the president's been able to do in China. I've only got about 40 seconds.
I'll be quick. They hollowed out our manufacturing by stealing our intellectual property and subsidizing their state-owned enterprises and buying our manufacturing facilities and moving them lock, stock, and barrel to China. The president put on tariffs and stopped that. Got a great Phase 1 trade deal. They've extinguished freedom in Hong Kong, and the president's made them pay a price for that. They're engaged in terrible activities in Xinjiang with the Uyghurs and destroying religious freedom. They've attacked our friends in India on the border. They've taken over the entire South China Sea and claimed it's theirs like it's some sort of domestic lake, like a Lake Tahoe. And we've stood up to them, and we've stood up to them across the board. Huawei was taking over the world with 5G so that the Chinese Communist Party could control all of our data. The president stopped that, and now most of our allies are going to have clean networks and are expelling Huawei from their 5G networks, and we're going to have data privacy and protect our national security. So what he's done on China, he's shown that we can win. I think there were a lot of defeatists who believed we could never stand up to China. The president and the American people showed we can compete with China and we can win.
Ambassador Robert O'Brien, many thanks to you and your family. You work exceptionally hard, as does your staff, pouring your heart and soul into it. Thank you for your service. May God bless you, and have a very Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Jason. Thank you.